Butler County. Hey, anybody know what day it is? Veterans Day. It's Armistice Day. 101 years of age, Armistice Day. But before we get started, I got to tell you, Butler radio station in conjunction with Mars Bank is behind us, and they're doing a good fundraiser for the Veterans in Need program. See the ladies waving. I tried to get them up on my great big trailer that I asked for, but somebody shrunk it. So nobody could get up here because they forgot the steps as well, right? Are they listening out there, Armstrong Cable? Somebody shrunk the trailer. We're going to give them an Article 15 for that. All right, if you're a veteran and you're up here, you're wrong. You should be down there marching up with the parade. I always like to say that because I don't march up the parade. I'm always stuck here hosting the parade. So until somebody else wants the job, you're stuck with me, right? For those that don't know, my name is John Cypri, and I'm the Director for Veterans Affairs here at Butler County for about 20-some years. We won't count. I think I'm just now learning the job. But it is an honor and privilege for me to also be the chairperson for the Veterans Day Committee, who does a great job each and every year putting on the veteran events for all of us here in Butler County, and we appreciate them. At 11 o'clock, we're going to stop the parade, and we're going to pay tribute and homage to the armistice here in Diamond Park. So if you have a problem with gunfire, this is not the place where you want to be. If you have little kids that are afraid of gunfire, this is not the place you want to be at 11 o'clock. The armistice, by November of 1918, the World War was one of the most destructive wars in our history. The bloodiest came from the European history by total number of combatants killed during the war. The British Army supported the French Allies, who were on one of the most offensive attacks known as the 100 Days Campaign. There were 3 days of negotiations which took place in the Supreme Allied Commander Fernando Foch's private railway carriage. He had his own little boxcar on the railways. And the armistice was actually agreed upon at 5 a.m. on November the 11th. And it would become effective at 11 a.m. at Paris time in the year of our Lord, 1918. Nevertheless, the men and women, they still kept on fighting and dying, even on the last morning of the First World War. At 9:30 a.m., a soldier named George Ellison was killed. He was the last British soldier to die on the Western Front. He was killed only a couple of miles away from where the first British soldier was killed. His name was John Parr, and he died August of 1914. They are now buried in the same cemetery opposite of each other. A Canadian named George Price was killed at 10:58 a.m., 2 minutes before the ending of the war, the last British Empire soldier to die. At around that same time, a soldier named Henry Gunther became the last American to be killed. He charged the astonished Germans who knew the armistice was only seconds away, and he was the son of a German immigrant. Seconds after the armistice, the young German Alphonse Bale was killed, becoming the last German casualty. He had joined up in August of 1914. He was only 14 years of age. The armistice was not a peace treaty. It was an end to end the hostilities. However, it heavily favored the Allies, with the Germans having essentially agreed to demilitarize. The Allies also occupied in Rhineland, who did not lift their cushions from their naval blockade. They made few promises at what amounted to a German surrender. The armistice initially expired after 36 days, but was extended 3 times until the peace was ratified with the Treaty of Versailles. The peace treaty was then signed on June 28, 1919, which went into effect on the 10th of January, 1920. This was heavily weighed against the Germans. The new government had to accept guilt for starting the war in the first place, and to pay substantial reparations and lost sovereignty of a large amounts of territory and colonies. In the years that followed the First World War, Europe was mourning the tragedy of losing over 15 million men on the battlefield, with 800,000 British and Empire troops having been killed. The war had been shockingly expensive in the economic terms and had led to the toppling of several established European empires and seen social upheaval. Its effects were etched into people's consciences forever. The armistice was held a year after in its original signing in Buckingham Palace, with George V hosting a banquet on the evening of the 10th of November, 1919, and having events in the palace grounds the next day. The 2-minute silence was adopted from South Africa. This had been a daily practice in Cape Town from April 1918 and spread throughout the Commonwealth in 1919. The first minute of silence is dedicated to the people who died in the war, while the second is for the living who were left behind. 10 facts about the armistice. The armistice is an agreement to stop fighting. It was signed between France, Britain, Germany on the 11th of November of 1918, bringing 4 years of fighting in the First World War to an end. Fact 1. The armistice was an agreement signed by representatives of France, Great Britain, and Germany. It was an agreement to end the fighting and the prelude to the peace negotiations. The treaties of Versailles, signed 6 months later, would act as the peace treaty between the nations. Although the armistice is used in the term to describe any agreement to the end of the fighting, the armistice commonly refers to an agreement to end the fighting of the First World War. Fact 2. The armistice began on the 11th November 1918 at 11 a.m. French time, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. The armistice itself agreed 6 hours earlier at 5 a.m., with the first term being that the fighting would end at 11 a.m. The signing of the armistice took place on Fernandad Fox rail car in the forest, about 37 miles north of Paris. The location was chosen as to be remote and discreet. Fernandad Foch was the French military commander who was one of the people who signed the original armistice. In 1940, another armistice was signed in the same rail car, in the same forest. This time it was Germany forcing France to sign an agreement to end the fighting against them in World War II, which was essentially a French surrender. To add to the debates and humiliation, Adolf Hitler sat in the exact same seat that Ferdinand Foch sat in 1918. The carriage was then taken to an exhibit in Germany, but was later destroyed in 1945. The armistice was designed to end the fighting of World War I, and the terms of it would make it impossible for Germany to restart the war. At least in the short term, they were ordered to give up 2,500 heavy guns, 2,500 field guns, 25,000 machine guns, 1,700 airplanes, and all submarines that they possessed. They were originally asked to give up more submarines than they actually had. They were also asked to give up several warships and disarm all of them. If Germany broke any of the terms of the armistice, such as not evacuating the areas they were ordered to evacuate, not handing over the weapons or the prisoners of war in the time that they were given, or causing damage to any individual or their property, the fighting would begin within 48 hours' notice. Germany was ordered to provide information about the location of all mines or traps that they had placed and reveal all things that they had debated, destroyed, or caused damage to, such as polluting or poisoning spring wells or water. Fact 8. By signing the armistice and the Treaty of Versailles, Germany was made to accept the blame of the First World War. It would have to pay reparations for the damage caused, an estimated $35 billion in currency. It was only in the year 2010 that Germany paid its war debt, with the final payment of $95 million. Fact 9, whereas Germany viewed the terms of the armistice and the Treaty of Versailles signed the following year, they felt it was too harsh, and the French saw it as too lenient. Fact 10, the Armistice Day, Remembrance Day, or Veterans Day is commemorated by many countries involved in the First World War on November the 11th every year. Several countries remember the people lost during the First World War and other wars by holding a 2-minute silence at 11 a.m. on that day. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the 101st anniversary of the signing of the armistice. The parade will be stopping just short of the 11th hour. A firing ceremony will be conducted in Diamond Park behind me. There will be rifle fire. It will be loud. So if anyone has trouble with the rifle fire, this would be a great time to remove yourself and relocate to a different position. At the end of the rifle, taps will be played to honor our dead. During taps, we ask all those individuals who are wearing headgear to please remove your headgear with your right hand and place it over your heart. All military, former military, please render the proper salute during taps. We thank you for attending today's ceremony. And as they come up, please cheer the United States Marines as they are celebrating their 244th birthday yesterday. Way to go, United States Marine Corps. And you can thank me for the weather. I told them to hold off all the rain. Somebody else is going to take credit, I know, but that's fine. But it will rain later tonight. And snow, I hear. They're calling for snow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our Butler City Police Department. We thank all of our EMTs, our first responders, Butler City. We thank you very much. How are you? Good, buddy. Yeah, it looks like we have our Butler County Sheriff Department. I'll be willing to bet it's Sheriff Sloop driving. I'm just throwing that out there. It is Sheriff Sloop driving. It's the only time he drives. It's in the parade. That's it. He must be having to go get his test again. Is that what it is? Yes. Butler Township Police, thank you very much. They kind of left everybody in the rear, looks like. Looking good for 244 years of age. Happy birthday, United States Marine Corps. Way to go. And we got Sam Zazzola, Gary Neely. I don't know who's driving the Jeep. Township Commissioner. Everybody knows Sam. They're gonna make a big monument for Sam one day. And we got Carl Harold. Hey, World War II veteran. How you doing? Way to go, Mr. Harold. He's 99 years old. Looking good, Marines. Happy birthday, 244 years. Hey, the Marine Corps League, they kind of adopted the program Toys for Tots. They do a great job with the Toys for Tots and help out with our needy kids. Last year they gave away nearly $300,000 worth of toys. So that is a great program to donate to, the Toys for Tots. This is Mr. Dave Hawning. Dave Hawning puts together the Vietnam Walls, the Korean Wall, and all those who are killed in action. And everywhere he goes, he puts it on display. Dave's a United States Marine himself, and he does this for himself and for everybody else. And if you ever take time to see this moving wall tribute, he puts it on display everywhere he goes. And there's his wife. Hi, Kat. How are you? It's gotten so big that they had to buy the travel trailer to go with it. And all the signatures you see on the travel trailer is from Dave's unit when he goes on their reunion, and he has those people sign that trailer. That is awesome. And here we go. We got a group of veterans from all branches, all eras, taking a nice little walk, Veterans Day Parade. If you're a veteran, you should be in this formation right here. Way to go. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, there's Mr. Ron Huff, a former Veteran of the Year. Oh, hey, Dave, how are you? Hey, Mr. Crispin, how you been? Hey, yep. I don't know what Larry, I don't know if you guys are just dragging behind the rest of them. There you go. He's bringing up the rear. Hey, if you're from Butler, you've heard of a little program called the Veteran of the Year program. Hey, Larry, nice job. 93-year-old World War II veteran. 93 and he's marching. So if you're from Butler and you've heard of a program called the Veteran of the Year, Mr. Al Worsley is our Veteran of the Year. Followed by him is Butler County's only disabled American veteran chapter 64, Mr. Dave Walker. You got Jeff Cunningham, Ralph Mariotti, Lambert, and the commander, Mr. Dave Roberts, sitting in the back. Mr. Dan Gitson, how's everybody doing? Our VA healthcare system, which is second to none in this nation. Butler VA healthcare is awesome. Then you got Rick Smith. I don't know who's in the van with you, Rick. Who do we got? Oh, is that Damien? Is that Mr. Damien Hamley riding in the DAV van? Oh my, who we got this coming up? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, he is, like Mr. Butler County, retired Lieutenant Colonel, Mr. Gary Kuhn. Mr. Past Veteran of the Year. Nobody told me he was coming. Brian Christie, I'll talk to you later about that. Colonel, you're beautiful, sir. Gary, for 20 years, used to put this parade together and the Memorial Day parade together. And he has since moved out of the town, but he came back for this parade. Way to go, Colonel. Wow. That was a shocker. That was nice to see. Veteran X Riders. Here's a great group of veterans right here. Veteran X. Awesome. Look, Matt, I keep hitting your microphone. I'm sorry. You guys are looking sharp. You want to talk about a well-organized group of veterans who get out in the community and do a lot of volunteer in the community, put on things. Veteran X. And you talk about being organized, they're all wearing the same shirt. That's how organized they are. Look at them. Looking good. Veterans helping veterans. That's what they do. Todd Howard, veterans helping veterans, right? Hoorah! How are you? Good. I went, yeah, that's it. You guys are looking good. Now somebody ought to teach you how to march again, but that's all right. You guys are looking good. Oh, I didn't even see Pack 6. I didn't even see Pack 6. Way to go, guys. Look good. I think we'll go to a commercial break so I can eat some candy. No, man? No commercial break? All right, we'll keep going. Hey, Meridian Vets Club, guys. I'm telling you, I tell you every year, check their website for their apple butter. They make the best apple butter. Way to go, Meridian Vets. Looking good. What year's the Porsche? What year? 1970. Look good. It's got the James Bond going on. How you guys doing? Looking good, Meridian Vets Club. They do a lot of good stuff out there at Meridian. If you want to join the Meridian Vets Club, they do a lot of good stuff. How about the Butler School District, JROTC? Looking good. I think they ought to teach our Veteran X how to march. They're looking good. Looking good, JROTC. Looking good.
Right here. You got it.
How about the Golden Tornadoes marching band? Boy, they look good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the hour of the 11th hour. Again, if you have a problem with gunfire, this is not the place for you to be. You should probably relocate yourself at this time. If you have young kids who are afraid of gunfire, again, This is not the place for you to be. You get a couple seconds there to move yourself. So we'll have 2 minutes of silence. The first minute for the fallen, the second minute for those who were left behind. All those wearing headgear, please remove your headgear with your right hand, place it over your heart. All those military, former military, please render the proper salute. Marine Corps League, take it away. Honor the armistice. Thank you for honoring the armistice 101 years today. Butler, thank you. Band director, take charge. Hey, how about a big round of applause for our Butler Marching Golden Tornadoes? They're out here each and every year, Al. Each and every year.
Yep.
Yep.
No matter what the weather.
No matter the weather, that's right. I remember one blistering snow, they were out here. They didn't care.
Take some pictures of these.
Every year they ask me, is there going to be a parade in Butler on Veterans Day? I said, I hope so, because the guy in charge is going to get lynched if there isn't. I'll be run up on a flagpole someplace. Hey, thank you, Butler Marching Band. Thank you. Here's a good-looking group. Is that Leroy in the front? Yeah. How about this group? You may have heard of them. They're called the American Legion Riders.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
how'd it go?
Yay, American Legion Riders. Up front, you got Leroy Bunyan, who's the past president of the Riders. Anything that these people are involved with, you go ahead and support them, because they do a great job. They do a great job. We're lucky. Do you know how to ride that thing, Mr. Shook? You know how to ride it? Huh? I can teach you. Thank you very much, Legion Riders. Thanks for coming out. One of these years, I'll have my bike out there, Al.
Yeah, you'll get your turn.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
Yeah. I think when you MC this next year, I'll ride.
We can work on that.
Hey, thank you. I don't know what unit you're out of. You did 300? You did 300 group? 300 group. Yep. I have a license for one of those. For a Humvee. Yeah. Yep. And the Hemet. I have a license for the Hemet too.
Yeah.
Nice little Hemet from the 301st. How you doing? Well, that's the troop carrier one. I had the big one. Yeah. Hey, we got the commander from the VFW post, 7376 out of Saxonburg. Go in there and get some good food. They got some good food over there. And they're here with the American Legion. Who, the American Legion now, is 100 years old too.
Yes.
Yep. Hello. Who we got in the Thunderbird? Looking good. Willie Powell. Willie Powell in that nice Thunderbird. What year do you think that is?
5 or 6, 55 or 56.
Nope. Whoa, that's nice.
There's Bob Brandon.
Bob. 1929, 90 years of age, and Al, I gotta say, the car looks better than you.
It's been restored. I haven't yet.
Hey, how about the Civil Air Patrol? What a great young group. Whoops, Matt, I keep hitting your microphone. I'm sorry, brother. So look, Civil Air Patrol, come on out there. They're out there at Penn Township. What a great way to start your military career. Right there at the Civil Air Patrol. And I'm an Army guy saying that.
Well, I appreciate you giving them kudos.
Yeah, I'm an Army guy saying that. I can't be saying that all the time. Chuck Kazmarek, who's the Penn Township Veterans Association. Oh, yeah, you just don't want this job. That's why you say that. But we appreciate you out at Penn Township, the Civil Air Patrol. How'd you let Chuck get in front of you? All right, hey, we got a, oh my God, we got a, I don't know if they're a good-looking group or what they are, but hey, on the far side, we got Chairman of the Board, Leslie Oshie. Besides Leslie, we got our Congressman, Mike Kelly, and his aide, Mr. John Galinsky, and he's going to hate me for this, but John is a very well-decorated Vietnam veteran earning the Bronze Star and Purple Heart. Woo! Oh yeah, John, you deserve it, buddy. Then we got next to John, your newly elected state representative, Marcy Mostello. Right next there. Way to go, Marcy. Next to her, you wouldn't notice her twin sister, But we got Michelle Mostello. Notice they both got M&Ms. M&Ms. You got Michelle Mostello, our recorder of deeds for, 30 years now for there. Next to her, you got Kim Geyer, Board of Commissioner. And we don't even know who the guy is beside there. Hey, no, anyhow, Mr. Kevin Boozle, Board of Commissioner. Congratulations on all your elections. Well done. Like I always say, though, we always criticize them when they do bad things, but we need to praise them when they do the good things as well. And they've done a lot of good things for us. Oh, and we got the sheriff posses. Nice, thanks for coming out. Looking good. Al, I know you want to ride one of them, don't you, Al?
Yes, I do.
He wants to ride the horse. Or they're mules, right? They're all horses? Hey, you guys look good. Thanks for coming out and joining us today. Oh, we got the Daughters of the American Revolution, the DAR. You guys are great, awesome. You know what they do, Al? Quilting is not lost because these gals, they still do the quilting and the Afghan stuff and all that good stuff, and then they give them to our World War II veterans. And you got the Salvation Army coming out. Since 1917, the Salvation Army has been part of our veteran community. We appreciate you guys for coming on out. And remember, we just talked about the armistice and the signing in 1918, and these guys have been involved since before the armistice during World War I. Yep. They're everywhere. Then we got the Card City Marching Band. Thank you very much, Salvation Army, for coming out and joining us today. How you doing, Card City? Way to go, Card City. Let them hear you. They're small, but they're loud.
Yes, not as big as Butler, but a good job.
They do a great job. Yep. Thanks for bringing them out. Thank you very much. I never rode the BART bus. Did you ride the BART bus?
Never have.
We'll have to take a ride on the BART bus. Hey, thanks. Oh, look at this group. That's Lee Bortmas, I know that. I know that's Mr. Bortmas. Oh, yeah. How you doing, sir? Looking good. Looking good. World War II veterans, not so many left. Hoorah! Yep. And again, we thank Congressman Mike Kelly for everything he does for us. Anytime we need anything, his staff is right there. And nobody rode in the vehicles with them.
No,
They all decided to march. Hey, so Al, earlier, remember in our meetings, we put you in charge of the weather.
And I did a pretty good job.
I took credit for it.
Oh.
So I said if it starts raining, you have to blame our Veteran of the Year, right?
We knew it was going to be good.
Yep.
Tonight, probably not so good.
Hey, we got Pack 30 out of Oakland Township. They know how to do it right.
Yeah.
Look at that. They're like, we're not walking, we're not marching, we're grabbing the fire truck and we're all gonna load up on the fire truck and come on down to Butler. Nice, looking good. Look good.
An antique truck as well.
It looks like it's antique. What year? I wouldn't even begin to know.
Good guess.
Yeah.
I think that's in use anymore.
No, but they got a pretty big pack. They had to bring 2 fire trucks.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's the other part of Troop 30 out of Oakland. Way to go. Always support our EMTs, first responders. They do a great job. Looking good. Nobody wanted to walk. Nope. How about Troop 39 out of Herman? What? Matt, I don't know if I got this microphone on the wrong side. I keep hitting the microphone. Mr. Stump, how are you, sir? I'll be back. I'll be back after the first of the year. How are you guys? Good, good. Thanks for coming out. You look good. Who do we got there? Is that, what troop? That's Pack 31, West Sunbury. They're all out of West Sunbury. God, I'm supposed to be taking your picture. You ain't supposed to be taking mine. Hey, thanks for coming all the way out from West Sunbury joining us today. We appreciate you. Yep. Leonardo Cub Scouts. Is that Pack 5? It looked like Pack 5. They're out of Butler. That is Pack 5. Yep. How good was that, Al? Can you do that next year?
Probably not. I'm gonna need a little schooling.
Hey, you got Pack 53 though. You guys look good. Looking good. Montauk, thank you for coming out and joining us today. Let Butler hear you.
Wait, you're literally a command myself.
Hey, that makes you want to go back to school and try that once, huh? How about Seneca Valley, ROTC, Seneca Valley? Looking good. You look sharp. Colonel, I don't know who put you behind the band. Don't know who put you behind the drums. Don't know who put you behind the drums. Yeah, oh, okay. Hey, Samantha, how are you? And we got Riley Winter, how are you? Little Miss Butler County, Junior Butler County. Looking good, girls. "2019 Miss Pennsylvania for America, Mindy Jo Miller." She looks cold. Uh-oh, what happened to Bonnie? She didn't make it. She's in the truck. We got Madison Schoentag, 2018 Little Miss Talent. Hi, Madison. I think she was actually hitting for somebody.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
How many cars?
Hey, where's James? Where's he at? James Wilbur. Hey, Madison, how are you? In loving memory for James Wilbur Rankin, 1926 to 2019, United States Marine. Happy birthday, James. He's looking down on this day for us. Maybe it was James who got the weather. Hey, Kylie, how are you? Hey, oh, she got it down. Look at that. She got it down. Elbow, elbow, turn, turn. Little Miss Saxonburg, Kaylee. Yeah, who do we got? How are you? You put the tag on the wrong side. Hey, at least the viewers at home will know who you are because it'll be on TV. Yeah, that was smart, actually. Hey, we got our Department of Veterans Affairs, first responders. Thank you guys for coming out. That's a beautiful looking truck.
I'd say.
That's a nice looking truck. They come out and they help support Butler Township and Butler City with anything and everything. So they're on call. They're just not there at the Butler VA. City of Butler Fire Department Engine 1, thanks guys. Thanks for everything that you guys do. Thanks for coming out. Slippery Rock always does a good job. Let's give them a listen. Yeah, I think so. Hey, they look good. They sound good. How about Girl Scouts 26404? Way to go, girls. Looking good. You're at the end. Was it a long walk? It was a long. Hey, Pack 19 out of Meridian. How was it? Was it a good walk? Kept you warm? Yeah. How are you? Good. You got Troop 1631. Looking good. Thank you. Oh, look at that little sign. 52,938. Look at, you're all out of candy. Oh yeah. Yep. Look at the Girl Scouts, Western PA, Butler Troop, 26,494. Looking good, girls. Are you warm? Is it warm? No, they're all lying. Thank you, Troop 2678-7 from Concord. Thank you very much. Then we got Troop 3677-9. Looking good, girls. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. How was the walk? Was it good? The walk was good?
Now we got a mask on.
Hey, look what we got. Hey, thanks for coming out, girls trips. Thank you very much. Girl Scouts Troop 1608-9. Hey, it's a good walk. You're gonna do it again? Doc, thank you for coming out. You guys look good. You sound good. We can hear you all the way down Main Street. You guys look good. Wow, they sound good. Thanks for coming out. Thank you very much, Doc. Hey, bringing up the rear is Butler Township Fire Department, engine 6.2. You guys look good. Thank you very much. Thanks for everything they do. And you got the city of Butler, engine 1-2. Thank you guys for everything that you guys do. We appreciate you. Wanted to get the sound. Hey everybody, this is the guy who put the parade together for us this year, Mr. Roy Ramon, past veteran of the year as well. Roy stepped up to the plate. Thank you very much. Thank you for everything you do, Roy. Nice job. CB Rangers, thank you for everything you guys do. Hey, that brings us to an end of our 2019 Veterans Day Parade. We thank everybody for coming out and supporting the veterans of this community.
Armstrong's Healing Heroes initiative is changing lives for area veterans struggling with disabilities such as PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and more. These incredible dogs help give people back their self-confidence and independence. We've raised over $250,000 to train and donate medical service dogs from guardian angels in the communities we serve. If you or a loved one are a qualifying veteran, please visit armstrongonewire.com/healingheroes and click Apply Now. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.